So you're going through life and your time goes as following. Good things happen to you and bad things happen to you. That can be divided as blessings and cursings, and there is a generational element involved as well. So there is a velocity into the future. Your good deeds and the deeds of your father and grandfather and all these people in your family bloodline follow you around, but the same thing counts for the bad deeds. Not all of you are accursed. Some of you are, some of you are not. So not everyone has the same resistance when going into life facing your destiny. But every single one of you is battling what is known as familiar spirits, in pop culture known as dark energy. The 7 deadly sins, envy, jealousy, gluttony, greed, all these things, these impurities in people that people commit, corruption, all kinds of things that are defined as immoral. People doing those things and your soul gets tainted with darkness, and at one point you become accursed. Well, there's a certain balance. So not everyone's life goes the same way. So not 2025 is not going to be the same for everyone. That's why you got to pay attention to the flow of time. So when you have too much corruptions, when you have too much dark energy, too much familiar spirits in your bloodline, in your timeline, in your destiny, you might make victims because you have to cover up. You want to look like a good person, but you don't want some information to rise to the surface, so you're going to cover up your quote-unquote crimes and violations against universal law, known as sins. When you start covering stuff up, you create dead bodies, and this is your account. Your blessings, your cursings, add the generational, the dark energy, and your dead bodies, and you're walking around trying to get life going for you, trying to expand, do what you do, and you've been doing what you've been doing. However, 2025 will become critically accursed, which is called rival curse. Hey, I am unchallenged, Lubekian Ancient One. Okay, do you know what that means? No rival. People here in the West walk around carelessly because you got no rival. Your destiny is unchallenged. Okay, do you understand what that means? How blessed do you need to be unchallenged? That, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 is coming to an end. You in the West will get rivals. You're going to do what you do what you've been born for. The old equation is going to be darkened with the rival curse. All of a sudden you're going to walk around and somebody else is going to take your job. And somebody else is going to take your woman. And somebody else is going to take your children. And somebody else is going to take your political house. And somebody else is going to invade your country. It's called rival curse. Yeah, I know you know it better. But that person knows it better as well. The bubble of protection is gone. 2025, rival curse year. Meaning, watch around. What worries people? What worries the ordinary man? The increased military activity. The insecurities in social economic society. And what more? What worries the hearts of people? The political changes in the West. These people who are born to be political elite will get rivals. You see it left and right. Rivals rising to power. That's a curse upon the originals. The people who have been born for power. I don't know what you've been born for, but there is a rival out there that God is protecting you from, and 2025, the protection will go. And all of a sudden, your life will become worse. Not just the curses. If you're not cursed, this is not for you, but there are people out there that are cursed, but you have dark energy. If you don't have dark energy, you'd be enlightened. You will have no envy, no hatred, no pride. You're pure soul. If there would be pure souls in the West would not be critically accursed. All right? So, all the collective conscience of the West, the collective of the West, all of you people, more negative, critically accursed, rivals show up. Ladies and gentlemen. Going to battle your rival, battle your curses, battle your dark energy, battle your dead bodies, and that's how your destiny will go on. And if you can't battle these things, you will go down in 2025 and beyond. That is the end of your story. So every single one of you out there in the West, your account with above is different. As said, not everyone is the same way blessed, and not everyone is the same way cursed. Your actions change your timeline. So when you go out there and be a good influence to other people, When you help people when they're down and you help them up, the curses will leave your blood. And the blessings will enter your blood and the timeline will correct. Yes, this thing is coming upon everyone, but your deeds can change whereby the timeline corrects for you. Yes, so when you're afraid if the financial crisis is going to destroy you, when you're afraid the wars are going to destroy, yeah, they're just manifestations of what I just summed up. Purify what I just summed up, and you will do fine during the season where chaos will ascend in the West.